Hi.
Oh,
Lovely to see you.
lovely to see you too, Annie. Oh,
And
how has it all been for you with Mercury and what's
oh,
the other planet?
that waning moon has been hard. Uh,
Yeah, I mean Mercury's retrograde. There's
yeah,
another planet retrograde as well. I can't think.
yeah, I did look
Yeah.
it up, but I can't remember now.
Mm.
Yeah, Mercury retrograde, eclipse, new moon, very strong, full moon into full on waning.
Absolutely.
So I've
Venus is the other one.
Yes.
Venus
Oh,
is
well, yeah,
retrograde.
that's my ruling planet, which is no
Yeah.
wonder. All I've wanted to do is hibernate, hide away, and just don't anybody look at me. Typical. So yes, so it's all been a bit interesting
It
and
has.
turbulent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you felt that blast from the earthquake energy, and then this followed with the um the eclipse energy.
It was very, I mean, the whole energy around the weekend was very powerful.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's shaking us up deliberately. It's making us see what we perhaps don't want to see, and
Well,
getting us releasing.
is that that's it, this is about it's like the excuse me French, the fire up your backside. We've
Yeah.
got to get going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got up. It's been quite funny actually because in the waning, I've been doing a lot of cleaning. I even had I got myself washing the car, which was like,
Oh,
ooh. But it was like, right, no, this car's dusty, dirty. It needs I must say outside, not inside, but that's the next job. And I was cleaning the windows inside and outside and just, off with the bedding. Let's get everything clean and tidy and sort of looking at, right, what needs to go? What do I need?
yeah,
I've
yeah,
got cupboards
yeah.
full of stuff. What do I need? So yeah, really, really interesting. And finding myself blocked from going in the studio.
Oh,
Fantastically strange, but interesting. Um,
right.
the main route I would take to the studio, the bridge has been closed. It was
Oh, up in
Friday,
Scotland,
yeah,
yes.
Friday before I went up, it got closed. So going involves a detour. I thought that was
Mm.
interesting. And then the day I sort of said, right, I will go in today, um, there was no water in the town. There was a burst. Well, they've got no mains water. So, of course, no toilets to flush. So it was quite funny. But I did get my painting up into the exhibition in Stranraer.
Fantastic.
So that wasn't blocked. So yeah, really interesting stuff. So I
Oh,
suppose we better look at what this new moon's bringing us.
definitely.
And I think
You're first, aren't you?
first, yes. So, given that all the energy's been very unsettled, what I do want to say is I woke up yesterday feeling like, right, I'm on it, let's crack on. And woke up this morning exactly the same. Yes, let's. So I had the washing hanging out at 9 a.m. this morning, and sort of um, bursts of activity and oh yeah, so really interesting. So I'm using my moonology
Of
and
course.
I'm using my earth magic
Oh, lovely.
because I just feel like um this moon is grounding us like nobody's business. Not only is it saying crack on, it's saying go on, get your feet down on the earth. And for me, that lovely floaty air person,
Yeah.
get your feet down, Annie, get dug in the soil. And it's like, if I must, if
Okay, if I must, yeah.
okay. So let's just have a see what the cards are gonna tell us about the next fortnight. Uh, oh, and I should say as well, on a global level, lots of people seeing it as it really is now, starting to plug into that. Interesting.
The authenticity.
So the first one is Gaia.
Lovely.
You're in. Let's get ourselves nurtured.
Yes.
Let's, I mean, she's breathing out. I don't know, because the light's a bit,
I can see her. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, she's breathing out. She's full of flowers. I'm just on a knitting project that's all about the cherry blossom. The plants are coming alive, the flowers are breaking through. We've had the snowdrops, the crocuses, we're now getting the daffodils. I've got the
yeah.
tulips coming up. She's telling us she's here to nurture us, but she's also telling us nurture yourself.
Absolutely.
And with Venus in retrograde, what we do have to think about is self-love because she's giving us a pause. She's telling us, do you love yourself enough? Are you following your passions? Are you bringing in what you want? And so I think for this next fortnight or so, until the full moon, what we've got to focus on is, am I getting enough for me? Not
Definitely.
not forgetting that there are others around us who we want to nurture, but being very certain, am I nurturing me in this process? Where am I in this process? Is the nurture there? Or are we actually busy? I'm out there with everybody else and nothing for me. So I balance very much.
Mm.
And I think for me as well, with the Mercury side of it, with Mercury retrograde, one of the things to be able to sort of recognize is that perhaps we don't communicate our needs enough. I do feel like this new moon's kind of bringing us that push to be loud and proud. And
Absolutely.
interestingly, the protesting that's going on, people becoming vocal, saying this doesn't work for me. I
It's
think,
about taking control, taking back control of self and voice, isn't it?
yeah, I think rather than control, I'd probably use the word charge, taking charge.
Charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that sometimes with control, you're so rigid, you lock yourself up. Whereas taking
Hmm.
charge, what you're able to do is say, I need this. I need this half an hour for me, or I need to get that,
Yeah.
and alongside Gaia is the new moon in Sagittarius, which
Oh, my sign.
focus on the positive.
Yes.
Okay. And I do think that sometimes what we do when we self-nurture is we beat ourselves up with a big stick and call it nurture. Yeah, we hear those voices, you're not good at this, you're not good at that. Yeah. And what we've got to think about is, hang on a minute, what are we offering ourselves positively? What are we highlighting that's good about us? So there's an aspect of this new moon, I feel, that's sort of saying, come on, sing your own praises. Even if
Yes.
it's only in your own head, sing your own praises. Be good about you. Feel good about you. And respond to the world with that sense of being good about you.
Yeah.
The next time, next card is creation. I don't know, again,
Mhm.
can you see it with the glare on my?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is creation, dream time. So it's very much, I don't know if you can see the native Aboriginal
Oh, yes. Yeah. With his,
with his
yeah.
uh
Didgeridoo.
we do blowing out the dreams into the world, focusing us on, look, come on, um we've got things we can do. And again, bringing it back to that sense of what's your passion? Are you actually
Yeah.
following passion? Come on,
Yeah.
for this time to think about what you like, what you care about. can you please get on with your passion?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Again, I just feel that flow into the next 2 or 3 weeks, new ideas and new opportunities, getting those new beginnings. But it starts, and this is the point of the card, creation starts from the dream,
Mm,
inspiration. So what is inspiring you? Don't think about going to start something new, but it being the same vein. Think about I'm going to be doing something new. I'm inspired by this or inspired by that. In fact, I'm knitting a jumper that's inspired by the cherry blossom at
yeah.
head. So it's like, what is there in your environment? What is there in you or in others that's inspirational that you can bring it in, play with it in your head, and then get
Nurture it. It's that nurturing, isn't it? Yeah.
in that creation going forward.
Mm,
I always love when I get this next card. This is the last quarter moon in Pisces.
yeah.
Talk less, feel more.
Mm,
We're very good sometimes at yatta 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 about I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But do we feel it? And I think that to me comes back to this passion, this love and self-love. Um, are we actually clicking into what we feel? And again, Venus in a pause, Venus saying, hang on a minute, self-love. What do you feel about you, about the world, about what you're doing, about your creation, about your nurturing, about your relationships, about it's what do I feel? Asking that question now, what do I feel about this? Uh,
mm.
it's the lady who says, does it bring you joy?
Yeah,
Um, Marianne Williamson, is it?
I think
Um,
it is.
does this bring me joy? Sort things out with, does this bring me joy? If it brings you joy, do it, do more of it. If it doesn't bring you joy, this new moon is saying, let's move it on out. It's not nurturing who you are. Love that idea. And I can understand why it's come out because I'm busy doing that. Going, does this bring me joy? No, I need to move it on. And the next card that's come out is the summer solstice,
Oh,
the radiance card.
oh, yeah.
Because we are energy beings, what we feel transfers out. It's not just contained within us. And the sun always reminds me because we feel the sun's rays. That's why we exist on this planet. We've got that sun.
Yeah.
And if we didn't have those rays, then we wouldn't be here. So when we think about our energy, if we're following our passion, we're a little bright, radiant sun. We're giving out all that wonderful energy. And I really take from this card that between now and mid-June with the summer solstice, because we just had the spring equinox, if we take it forward, I feel as if we're going to the summer solstice, trying to radiate all this lovely, joyful, passionate positivity. Now, there's always going to be a cloud or two. That's life. But if we can get that nurturing in ourselves, get following our passion, take this new moon's energy and really run with it, it's carrying us forward for those months.
It brings the growth.
Yes, absolutely. And then we can blossom and shine. It's coming with um, last quarter moon in Aquarius
Right.
on your priorities.
Same message, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm back to where is the joy? What are you doing that lifts you? And I totally get we all have to do things that we have to do.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah.
But can we shift it? Can we make it more that we're in the zone of doing what's joyful and fun and passion and creative rather than the pattern, the routine, the oh, I know I don't want to do this, but I've got to. That kind of signal. So again, what I feel like the next couple of weeks are about is some deeper thinking about routines, deeper thinking about how have I organized my life?
Mm,
Does it flow? Does it move me in a direction I want to go? And if it,
interesting. Yeah.
what can I do to shift any blockages or barriers or get round to the direction I feel I want to go? I do
Yeah.
feel like I need one more card,
Mhm.
and oh, it's my card. Full moon in Libra.
Find that balance. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, just reminding ourselves with Venus retrograde, who's a ruler of Libra and the ruler of Taurus. Uh, so no wonder there's a grounding effect because Venus is in both the ruler of both signs. But it's also about as you ground yourself, as you put your plan together, make it balanced.
Yeah.
Make sure that what you're doing in any aspect of your life has a sense of balance and
Mm,
not getting yourself pulled too much one way or another.
yeah.
Oh, I like them.
Very good. I think may have definitely been your reading as well, Annie.
No doubt.
Okay, well, as usual, I can't get away from her yet.
Your story.
The ancient stones, they do really resonate with me. Yeah. And again, mainly because of what's happening at the moment, I brought out the
Oh,
elemental oracle,
yeah.
so you're looking at all the sort of alchemy that's around and
Yeah.
going from there. So let's pull these first. Oh, all right. It's the elemental oracle first. Okay. One. Oh, that's interesting. Two, three. Okay. And then we'll one, two, three. Okay. Right. This one's called the inner core.
Love
So
that.
it is like, it's your center, but it's also, when you think about what's happening, it's the earth center as well. And there is a beautiful dove in there.
Yeah.
So I think it is saying about being peace, and getting that solidity, of what is going to happen. What do you wish to happen? And for it to be pure. I've got the dove being rather than peace, I've got it as purity and making it pure and absolute. Well, similar to what you said, it's that joy, making sure it resonates with you. Um, the Her face is very much of a wishing. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, very much. I feel she's wishing for that peace, but also that self-love that's needed. So yeah, the inner core, your solar plexus.
Yeah. And she looks very meditative, as if it's
She does.
as
Yeah, definitely. And with that is with the stones. There she is. I think we've had this before.
because it
Um, it's her stepping stones. I always think it's her stepping stones to the higher. And this is about paving your own way, not being distracted. Have the courage to forge yourself forward. Um, but and yeah, I think it's about self again. So it's not about following, it's about you first, remembering you first. And taking that I want to use the word management of self because sometimes we don't manage ourselves, do we? We tend to think that this is how we should be. And maybe it's about stepping back and saying, well, hang on a minute. If I was to really look at what I want, then I need to do it in small steps and I need to manage it
Yeah.
so that I can achieve and not be distracted by others, you know, just finding that way forward. And I mean, to me, she's actually running, not running, but walking quite fast. You know, she's determined. That's the word. She's determined for her travel. Um, we then got the West card, and I like the fact that there's a jigsaw in there because sometimes that's what we've got to find. We've got to find that missing piece to make things complete. Um, and you know, she's holding that jigsaw up into her own light. I feel that it's being sent there as her missing piece, and so getting that sense of completion. I mean, you said it in the way that you're getting things done and this, that, and the other, but and I do. I feel once you have done this process, that can then be completed. You know, you can put it to one side or you can carry it forward, whichever you want to do. But it's finding that missing piece that's allowing you to move forward or finish things off.
Yeah.
There's a number of things that I need finishing off. I won't go there. I won't go there. Right.
I know that feeling.
um, Now, this is a very dark card, but it is like a doorway into, and there is a very faint light at the end. You can't actually see who's holding the light or where that light's coming from, but it's definitely a journey, I feel, into the light. It's called the Secret Chamber, and maybe it's looking at, you know, maybe this is the place we need to go to find that deep connection, you know.
It's interesting. You've got the dove in the middle, and you've got some figure with a little spark of light in the middle there as well.
It's like a mist holding it. It's very, very faint,
Yeah.
but actually it looks like a person with a staff, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a woman with long hair with
Yes, and her staff.
and
Yeah. And I think it is about, you know, finding that deep connection. And for some reason, the word treasure, finding your hidden treasure, and that's, you know, that goes with that missing piece card, you know, and maybe that's it, is that golden nugget, you
yeah.
know, if you like, that takes you forward. Um, and we have the snow card here. Um, Now, hopefully, that doesn't mean we're going to have any snow. I don't think so. And I'm not going to take it literally either because um, there's a sense of rest,
Mm,
silence,
mm,
contemplation that's needed. You know, whenever I see snow, I do feel it's very peaceful the way it falls and the way it flows, and then it settles, and then it melts away, and it then reveals, doesn't it? And I think maybe that's a process that we need to go through. You
yeah.
know, allowing things to settle.
Mm,
You know, be silent. You know, retreat, and allow what's going to be revealed to be revealed. Don't take too don't think about it too much because it's going to be a natural process, you know. Um, and then we have this lady
yeah.
touching her rock. There's definitely a face there. She looks quite meditative in that. And this is the card of it says the Wisdom Keeper. So and I do feel when you're looking at it going with the silence card, it's about studying studying where you're at now. You know, and I know it says knowledge, but um, it's I got that feeling of her using her guides, you know, listening to her guides, but also trying to receive that wisdom from the universe as a whole. Um, and maybe it is, I think you said it. I've got this like a new way of looking at things, a new perspective of looking at things, because maybe we've been narrowly looking at things and not really allowing our heart to overrule our head. You know, we're doing too much thinking, maybe, and maybe we just need to open ourselves up to something a bit new, a bit different to where we go, where we thought we were going, and allowing that to happen. I think there is
Yeah, it's
another card.
interesting as well, Gwen. The lady at the rock face looks very similar to the figure who was going in deep into the
Yeah,
you know,
it is about self, isn't it?
they look like it's the same person, but they've emerged and now they're out in the open again. Or maybe that's the
That's right. They're on their new journey, sort of thing. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, having gone through the darkness, coming out the other side.
Um, I think there was a reason I did pick another card, and I didn't take it from the stones, which I usually do. I took it from the elemental cards, and it is the volcano.
Right.
And it says there,
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
And I think it's about being in your own power. You
Mhm.
know, I think that really concludes what my cards have said. You know, find that inner core, you know, right at the beginning, the missing piece of the jigsaw. Um, take time to absorb all that information, and then the power to move forward. And it's interesting that it's a volcano. The fact that we are going through some traumas at the moment with earthquakes, you know, the earth is rumbling, you know, and you know, I think we will be having an eruption soon. I've got just got that feeling that some of the Pacific Islands are rocky at the minute because of the energy that's coming from the United States at the moment, you know.
We've had one
So
kind of well, we've had a few active but not massive. Are you with me?
exactly,
And I just when I heard about the earthquake, it sort of explained one or two little things that had been going on for me. And I thought, yeah, the Earth's really showing us, come on, there's a lot of energy that's being generated that is not good energy, and it's destabilizing our physical Earth because it pumps out again that radiance. What you give out, you get back. And if
exactly.
fear and anxiety and worry and doom and gloom and everything, what we end up getting back is the consequence of that. So if we can put out the creative, passionate, positive, joyful energy,
And that's why I see this eruption as very positive
yeah,
because it's giving you back your own power to move yourself forward.
yeah,
And you know, and maybe we need to erupt as such. Not outwardly, but you know what I mean? Is you know what has been bubbling inside for ages, just bring it out and let it happen. Yeah.
I think especially with fear and anxiety and worry, name it, speak to it,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the new moon that will help you to do that, to actually express it, because that's self-nurture. If you own how you feel, remember, talk less, feel more,
Exactly.
express it, and then it's gone. We're getting rid of it. But while it's tamped in, while we're holding it back, all it's doing is leaking out like a toxic little smell.
Well,
It's
that's where you get your wobbles, isn't it? You know, and yeah,
yeah,
no, just let it out, express it.
yeah. So I think, yeah, interesting cards. But
Very synchronized again.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Very
found
similar messages.
so. Thank you very much, Gwen.
No, I've really enjoyed it, Annie. No, it's been good.
And we'll be back, of course, with the full moon.
You will. Yes. Yes. In a fortnight.
At night when we get past all this other stuff. Self-nurture, that's the key.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring yourself out now. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank you very much, Gwen. And I
Oh, thank you, Annie. See you, my love. Bye.